"I'll race you to the lookout point," Princess Aurora called to Prince Philip as they galloped through the forest one sunny morning. She sped away on her horse Buttercup, with Prince Philip close behind. As they rounded a bend, a small dragon popped out from behind a tree. The prince and the princess went to it at once. "Grrr!" the little dragon said softly. "Oh, he's so cute!" Aurora exclaimed. Philip was worried. "Dragons can be dangerous." The little dragon shook his head. Aurora laughed. "I think he is trying to say he's not dangerous. Let's take him home. I'm going to call him Crackle. He does seem like a harmless little fellow," the prince agreed. Aurora picked up Crackle, but Buttercup was afraid. He tossed his mane and pawed the ground. Then Crackle licked the horse's nose. Buttercup blinked with surprise and nuzzled against Crackle's cheek. The little dragon giggled. "Buttercup likes Crackle," Aurora exclaimed. When Philip and Aurora rode into the courtyard, the three good fairies were hanging banners for the ball. King Stefan and his wife were coming to visit. Flora gasped when she saw Crackle. "Dragons can be dangerous." "Remember the last one?" Fauna added. "Oh, I think he's sweet," Merryweather spoke up. "Grr," Crackle babbled. "He seems to think you're sweet too," Aurora told Merryweather. Just then, Crackle noticed a kitten in the basket of yarn. Crackle listened to it purring, and then scrunched up his nose. His mouth closed his eyes, and he tried to purr. Purr, grr, brr. Mouth, Clouds of smoke streamed from his nose and his mouth. "Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!" The fairies sneezed so hard from the smoke that they tumbled backwards. Crackle looked sad for a moment. Then he saw the kitten playing with the ball of yarn, and he snatched some. Whoosh! The yarn burst into flames. Merryweather put out the fire with her wand. "Oh, Crackle," Aurora said gently, "you're not a kitten, you're a dragon." Crackle's lower lip trembled. A moment later, Philip had the horses in the stable. A dog followed, barking and wagging his tail. Crackle ran after him, wagging his tail too. He tried to bark. Ruff, 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 ruff. Flames shot from his mouth, and some straw caught fire. Philip poured water on the burning straw. "You're not a dog," he said kindly, shooting Crackle away. Sadly, the little dragon crept out of the stable. Aurora noticed that Crackle looked unhappy, so she took him into the castle. As the princess began to tell her story, a bird sang by the window. Crackle's ears perked up. He tried to sing like a bird. "Larrrr," he bellowed. King Herbert heard the racket and rushed into the room. "Oh, my, my, my. How did a dragon get in here?" he shouted. Crackle had never heard a loud, angry voice before. Frightened, he ran to the garden. Aurora chased after Crackle. At last, she found the little dragon sitting beside the fountain and watching the fish. Splash! Before Aurora could stop him, Crackle jumped into the water. Crackle, you're not a fish, Aurora exclaimed as she pulled the dragon out of the pool. You're not a kitten, or a dog, or a bird either. You're a dragon. Tears rolled down the dragon's face. Grr, 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 he sobbed. Suddenly, Aurora understood. You don't think no one will like you because you're a dragon? She asked. Crackle nodded and whimpered. You can't change what you are, Aurora said kindly. But you don't have to be dangerous. You can be a helpful dragon. Crackle stopped crying. Grr, grr, he murmured hopefully. Before Aurora could answer, thunder boomed and dark clouds covered the sky. As Aurora and Crackle ran back to the castle, rain began to pour down. Everyone was gathered in the grand hall, watching the storm. I'm afraid King Stefan and the Queen might lose their way, Prince Philip said, concerned. Aurora looked at Crackle. Do you know how to show everybody what kind, brave dragon you are? She asked. Grr, 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 Crackle exclaimed enthusiastically. Fly to the top of the tallest tower, Aurora instructed. Then blow the largest, brightest flames to help guide my parents to the castle. A moment later, the little dragon soared upward. Be careful, Princess, the princess called. Everyone tried to see Crackle, but it was too dark. Suddenly, golden red flames lit the sky from above the watchtower. Crackle had done it. Again and again, Crackle blew flames. At last, Philip shouted, I see King Stefan's coach. They're almost here. Everyone hurried to greet the visitors. The tower's light saved us, King Stefan exclaimed. I need one like that. At that moment, Crackle flew into the hall. Well, here he is, our new tower light, King Herbert said, with a laugh. A dragon, King Stefan asked. But dragons are dead. Not Crackle, Aurora interrupted. He's a brave, helpful dragon.